I always thought a big warm bowl of plain oatmeal was the ultimate heart-healthy breakfast. But when I slapped a continuous glucose monitor on my arm for 30 days, my blood sugar graph looked like I had just eaten a king-sized candy bar. I was completely shocked. The foods I had been told my entire life were perfectly healthy were quietly causing chaos inside my body. And if it was happening to me, it is almost certainly happening to you. Welcome to Dr. Medora Health. If you are passionate about wellness, disease prevention, and feeling your absolute best as you age, you are in the right place. Today, I am taking you inside my 30-day experiment of wearing a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM. You might think that tracking blood sugar is only for people managing diabetes, but that is a dangerous misconception. As we get older, our metabolism naturally changes. Our bodies become a little less efficient at processing carbohydrates, and insulin resistance can quietly sneak up on us. Hidden blood sugar spikes are the secret culprits behind afternoon fatigue, stubborn belly fat, brain fog, and even accelerated aging. I wanted to see exactly how everyday habits were affecting my body in real time. What I discovered completely changed the way I eat, the way I move, and how I sleep. In just a minute, I am going to reveal a very popular afternoon snack that caused my blood sugar to skyrocket higher than a can of soda. But first, let us talk about the breakfast betrayal. For the first few days of my experiment, I ate my standard healthy breakfast. A bowl of oatmeal topped with a sliced banana. No added sugar, just plain oats and fruit. When I checked my monitor an hour later, I could not believe my eyes. My blood sugar had spiked nearly as high as it would if I had eaten a slice of chocolate cake. How could a bowl of plain oats do this? Here is the medical truth broken down simply. Carbohydrates, even the complex ones found in whole grains and fruits, eventually break down into sugar in your bloodstream. When you eat carbohydrates all by themselves on an empty stomach, they rush through your digestive system and flood your blood with glucose. We call these naked carbohydrates. As we age, our pancreas has to work overtime to pump out enough insulin to clear that sudden rush of sugar. Over the years, this constant flooding and pumping wears your system down. But I did not want to give up my morning oats, so the next day I tried an experiment. I ate the exact same bowl of oatmeal and banana, but this time I made one tiny change. I stirred in a handful of crushed walnuts and ate 2 scrambled eggs on the side. When I checked my monitor, the blood sugar spike was entirely gone. Instead of a sharp, dangerous mountain peak on my graph, I saw a gentle, rolling hill. The secret here is what we call clothing your carbs. When you pair carbohydrates with healthy fats and high-quality protein, you dramatically slow down digestion. The sugar trickles into your bloodstream slowly instead of crashing in all at once. For adults and seniors looking to protect their metabolic health, the rule is simple. Never eat naked carbohydrates. If you want an apple, pair it with a slice of cheese or a spoonful of peanut butter. If you want a slice of toast, add avocado or an egg. This one tiny habit keeps your energy steady all day long and protects your blood vessels from sugar damage. What if I told you that you could eat the exact same meal, with the exact same calories, but cut the blood sugar spike in half just by changing the order in which you eat your food? Keep listening, because this next trick is a total game changer. During week 2 of my 30-day experiment, I decided to test the concept of food sequencing. This means paying attention to the order in which you put food into your mouth. One evening, I had a dinner consisting of roasted broccoli, a piece of grilled chicken, and a side of mashed potatoes. The first time I ate this meal, I did what most of us do. I took a bite of potatoes, then a bite of chicken, then some broccoli, mixing it all together. My blood sugar rose significantly. A few days later, I repeated the exact same dinner, but I changed the order. First, I ate all of the roasted broccoli. Second, I ate the grilled chicken. And lastly, I ate the mashed potatoes. The result? My blood sugar barely moved. It was as if I had not eaten the potatoes at all. Why does this happen? Think of your stomach like a sink. When you eat vegetables first, the fiber in those vegetables coats the lining of your small intestine. It creates a sticky, protective mesh. When you eat protein and fat second, they sit on top of that fiber. By the time you eat your starches and sugars at the very end of the meal, that protective mesh acts like a physical barrier. It slows down how fast the sugar can be absorbed into your bloodstream. This is incredibly empowering news for healthy aging. You do not have to give up your favorite foods to protect your health. You just have to eat them in the right order. Veggies first, protein and fat second, carbs last. Next time you go out to a restaurant, resist the urge to eat the complimentary bread on an empty stomach. Ask for a side salad first, enjoy your protein, and save the bread for the end of the meal. Your pancreas will thank you. Now, even if you slip up and eat the bread first, there is a simple 10-minute habit you can do immediately after eating that acts like a magic eraser for blood sugar spikes. And no, it does not involve an intense workout. Halfway through my 30 days, I wanted to see how movement affected the sugar in my blood. After a particularly carb-heavy pasta dinner, I fought the urge to sit on the couch and watch television. Instead, I put on my shoes and went for a brisk 10-minute walk around my neighborhood. When I checked my glucose monitor, my blood sugar levels were beautifully stable. Here is the fascinating science behind why this works. Your muscles are the largest storage tanks for glucose in your entire body. When you are sitting still, your muscles do not need much energy. So if you eat a big meal and go straight to the recliner, all that sugar just backs up in your bloodstream. But the moment you start walking, your muscles need fuel. They open up special little doors called glucose transporters, and they literally vacuum the sugar straight out of your blood to use for energy. Best of all, they do this without needing insulin. For older adults, this is a phenomenal tool for disease prevention. You do not need to run a marathon. You do not even need to break a sweat. Just 10 to 15 minutes of light movement within 30 minutes of finishing your meal is all it takes. If the weather is bad, simply walk around your house, do some light chores, or stand at the kitchen counter and do a few calf raises while washing the dishes. Any movement that contracts your leg muscles will act like a sponge, soaking up that excess sugar and protecting your long-term health. But here is the thing that truly shocked me the most during my 30 days. I had a massive blood sugar spike at 3 a.m. while I was fast asleep in my bed, eating absolutely nothing. How is that even possible? The answer lies in something we all deal with, and it is crucial to understand as we age. On the night of that mysterious spike, I had been tossing and turning, stressing about a major project I had to finish the next day. I barely slept. When I woke up and scanned my monitor, I saw that my blood sugar had surged in the middle of the night and stayed high all morning. This taught me a vital lesson about the invisible forces that control our health. Blood sugar is not just about what you eat. It is heavily influenced by stress and sleep. When you are stressed, or when you get a poor night of sleep, your body panics. It releases a stress hormone called cortisol. Cortisol triggers your liver to dump its emergency stash of stored sugar directly into your bloodstream, giving you the energy to fight or flee from whatever is stressing you out. The problem is, you are not running from a bear. You are just lying in bed or sitting in traffic. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to cortisol. Chronic stress and poor sleep keep our blood sugar artificially high, even if we are eating a perfectly healthy diet. This is why managing stress and prioritizing restorative sleep are not just luxury self-care activities. They are fundamental medical requirements for healthy aging and disease prevention. If you want to keep your blood sugar in check, you have to protect your peace and protect your sleep. Let us quickly recap the 4 life-changing takeaways from my 30 days with a glucose monitor, so you can start applying them to your life today. Number 1. Never eat naked carbohydrates. Always clothe your carbs with a healthy fat or protein, like adding nuts to your oatmeal or cheese to your fruit. Number 2. Change the order of your food. Eat your vegetables and fiber first, your protein second, and save your carbohydrates for the end of your meal to create a protective mesh in your digestion. Number 3. Use your muscles as a sugar sponge. Take a gentle 10-minute walk after your largest meal of the day to clear sugar from your blood naturally. And number 4. Remember that stress and sleep matter just as much as food. Protect your nighttime routine to keep cortisol from flooding your system with unwanted sugar. You do not need to wear a medical device to start benefiting from these habits. Small, simple changes make a massive difference in how you age, how much energy you have, and how well you protect your body against chronic disease. Thank you so much for joining me today on Dr. Medora Health. If you found these tips helpful and want to continue learning how to take control of your health as you age, please subscribe to the channel and join our growing community. I would also love to hear from you. Which of these 4 habits are you going to try first? Leave a comment below and let me know. Do not forget to share this with a friend or loved one who might find it helpful. Until next time, stay active, stay informed, and here is to your healthiest years ahead.